Hey guys, Nikki here. We're back with another community challenge for April. Unfortunately, this showcase is super late because we had a home remodel that took way longer than any of us anticipated, but we definitely want to take today and showcase all of the amazing projects that the community completed for April. We decided to hop in with other games April and paint projects that were not Warhammer or Games Workshop. Right now we're working on Monsters and Machines for May to knock out some of those bigger projects in our collections. We'll be doing these challenges every month over on Twitch. If you'd like to come join us, I'll put that link into the description. Like and subscribe here if you want to see the rest of the community showcases. But let's dive in now for other games April. If you've not joined us for one of our challenges or the showcases, each month everyone submits a before photo of little to minimal paint to kind of serve as a starting point for the challenge, kind of show that we're all starting in the same spot. So as we go through these, we'll have a before and after for each entry. I also have added up all of the model counts as we go so we can add to our total here for the year. So we're gonna get started. Our first one is actually me. I decided to hop in with a malifaux keyword challenge because I was inspired by a few other people in the community who have done so previously. So Spilled Paint Pot and Scott have both done full keyword challenges with malifaux. Decided to try my hand at it, so I went with Try Chi, which you can see I had already kind of started to put together. It was something I was excited for. But I had the Brewmaster core box, some river monks, and then the kind of alternate sculpts for the Brewmaster. So here is my before. And then here is my after. So I was able to finish up the river monks, both of the Brewmasters. So the two in the center there are the original Brewmaster and then that new master with the other keywords and rules. And then the rest of the core box. So there is what I finished for April. So that is 10 miniatures. I did go ahead and include a family photo though, because these are going to be joining the rest of my Try Chi. So I've been working on the little Tanuki, I had the Nightmare Edition Whiskey Golem, and so there is my keyword all together so far. I've got a couple more miniatures that I added during the month that I need to add to this, but then they will be ready to play and get some more games of malifaux. So that is our first project. There's mine. Next up, we have a very large project. This is from Scorch Panda. So, Panda decided, with other games April, go big or go home. And this is about as big as you can get. This is Cthulhu from Cthulhu Death May Die. So this is the Cool Mini or Not game. But this thing is massive. So a big project from Panda. But here is the before. Here is the after. Look at this. I love it. I love the skin tones. Bringing in the purple with the shading also works really nicely with the tentacles. Bringing the green to the pillars is also really cool. But this thing is absolutely massive, and we've got a few different views of it here. So here is from the front. Here is the side where you get more of the wings, more of the skin going up there, a bit more of the base as well, those big feet. We've also got... I feel like the back is even scarier with all of the detail back here. I also really love this shot because you get the waves and the water that Panda worked on here at the back. So more of the glow on the pillars, obviously all of that skin work. Awesome job, Panda. And then we do have one more close-up if you like even more. There's those eyes. He is absolutely terrifying and such a cool project. What a badass project to pick for other games April. Panda decided to go big. He looks amazing. I'm gonna go back to that first photo again, just for a full shot of this beastie. But awesome job, Panda. I know that was quite a commitment to get him done for the month, but you did it. You rocked it. He looks so good. So glad that you decided to just go for it for April. Awesome job. All right, next up, we have another board game up next. Next up is Ghost Box. Decided to tackle Darkest Dungeon. So this is the Darkest Dungeon board game. Was actually asking the Discord which ones they should work on. So this is kind of straight out of the game box in with the packaging before. And then here is our after. So decided to go with a couple of the different enemies. So this is I think it's the Esquires and the Courtesans. So decided to pull these out to get started. I really love pulling in like the game art for these, getting that tone with the shading too on the reds. You can see the highlighting here. So bringing in that game style and game colors to the models themselves looks really good. But a really fun project to pick for the month Ghostbox, and they look amazing. I'm excited to see if you decide to keep tackling. The board game has a lot of miniatures. I'm excited to see if you keep diving through all of these, but these look fantastic. You're off to a great start. So Ghostbox adds 6 to our total with these miniatures. Thanks so much for joining us. They look amazing. Next up, we've got, this was the inspiration for mine, Spill Paint Pot, back with another malifaux keyword. So this is the guard keyword that Spill Paint Pot decided to tackle for this month. As you can see, it's a lot of miniatures. So here is the before, and here is a very crowded after. So here is, I believe I counted 25 models for the guard keyword for malifaux. And we do have a few pictures here, so we've got some smaller groups all together. But here is the full one. Here is a group here. We've got some mounted and some with the doggies. I like the basing too, bringing the basing across all of these with the consistency and kind of adding a little bit more character to each of them. But these look amazing. Here's the first set. We've got another set here, still bringing that red across the crew. Bringing out these little pops of colors with the red, the green, I like the blue on this one as well, but again, bringing that basing across. Here's our next set here, same kind of details, again, awesome basing, bringing that across the crew, the warband, working on the skin tones, the shading here, very nice. Got another bigger group here, and I apologize, I'm not as familiar with the miniatures right off the bat to be able to list them here all together, but they look fantastic. Again, bringing in those same accent colors, unifying the force, kind of bringing in a little bit different basing for this crew, which is kind of cool too. You can kind of see that this is organized together, but still fits within the full crew. So there is another group there. Got a couple more, if you can believe it, a couple more miniatures. Here is another grouping here. Love all of the details on all these colors. This bright red just every time draws the eye. So pretty. But awesome job on all of the details here. Facing across. And we've got one more group. And here we go. I love the kind of the weathering you've got on the leathers and things too. The highlighting, the weathering across this group really brings it all together, gives it life to all this equipment that they are wearing. But yeah, 25 miniatures here from Spill Paint Pot. I'm trying to find the, here we go. Here is our family shot one more time. But a very, very busy April for Spilled Paint Pot. Amazing job. Another keyword completed. I'm curious to see how many keywords you have at this point. If we're just going to do one every month, I'm curious to see what you've got. But awesome job. Well done, Spilled Paint Pot. Thanks for joining us. Keeping in theme with that nice red, next up we have Reapray. Reapray decided to hop in with some more machines. We've got this little Devastator. I think he's adorable. But rocking some more of this really bright red. So here is before. And then here is after. I love the weathering and all the work on the metallics you've got here. Really clean work on all of the panels. Here he is kind of from the front. We've got a side view here for more of the details. I like the, we got like the glowing exhaust pipes back here. We've got more of it down here as well. More lovely work on all of the metallics. Very nicely done. I pulled up this shot so you can kind of see from the side. You can kind of, from the front, it's kind of hard to see up under his little helmet here. But you can see more of the metallic work here. But awesome job with all of this red, all of our highlights. I like that the basing ties in really nicely too and lets that red really pop. So he looks so good. Awesome job, Reapray. Reapray adds 1 to our total. Thank you so much for joining us. He looks so good. Love that red. Well done. Next up, we have Arctic Turtle with this cutie pie. I apologize, I meant to look up where this is from because I have seen this miniature before. But we've got our little chameleon guy, he's dootin'. We've got some green stuff work going on for our before. In the Discord, Arctic Turtle said didn't quite put as much time as he'd like into this piece, so I went ahead and pulled it in because it sounded like it was a done for now kind of situation. And really wanted to show off all the work that Arctic Turtle has done. So that is here. Look how far this little guy has come for April. I love the color choices. I love all this work on the scales. You can see the shading, the highlighting on all of these different scales. Having this kind of color band is really fun because you would see that kind of in nature. You got the bands of colors across the lizards. So all this lovely work, all this lovely texturing on the skin, on the scales here. So Arctic Turtle did a really, really nice job of working this little guy. It sounded like maybe a little bit more work to come, but definitely want to show off all the work that Arctic Turtle got done this month on this guy. So Arctic Turtle adds 1 to our count, but it sounds like maybe he'll get a little bit more when Arctic Turtle gets some time. But I wanted to pull it in because quite a bit done. It sounded like it was just kind of on pause for now, but awesome job, Arctic Turtle. Well done. Next up we have Osarin, who also went with malifaux. It was a busy malifaux month here in the Discord, which was fun. So Osarin went with the Toil and Trouble Rotten Harvest. So this is one of the kind of Nightmare Edition alternate sculpts for malifaux. This is the Zoraida keyword, or a master, with kind of a Halloween theme. So here is our before. And here is our after. That theme really apparent here now. So bringing in the oranges, bringing in the purples, all these fun colors to kind of contrast more of the blacks and the Halloween colors. So we've got a few different shots here. Here is, I'm assuming it's the leader. I didn't actually take a look, but I love this orange. Love, love, love this orange, especially against this black. This miniature really, really pops. Well done, Osarin. This one might be my favorite of the group, though. We have little friend, little frog friend, ready on his own little base. I love the basing, too, that you brought in, this long grass. Looks really, really nice with it. And then we've got our group of 3 here, bringing in those jack-o'-lanterns, bringing in more of the fun details, the fun colors. They look amazing. Well done. I just now noticed the green and orange on the stockings. I like that a lot. But all these really fun kind of Halloween colors, the witchy colors. And then we have this here, bringing in more of that purple, but such a fun miniature with the book as well, bringing in the little jack-o'-lantern on the base. So a really fun look all together. So again, this is the Toil and Trouble Rotten Harvest. I'm going to go back to that family photo here. So with this, Osarin adds 6 to the total. Well done, Osarin. And yeah, knocking out some more malifaux. I believe that's 2 boxes. It may just be the 1. I think it's 2. Well done, Osarin. Thanks for joining us. They look so good. Next up, we've got Erebri. Erebri decided to hop in with, we've got a before photo here, and we've also have, I love these classic very before photos, still on the sprue, still getting ready to get started. But Erebri went with, and it'll be a little easier to see with the after, this is the Fallout Factions Operator Gang. So going with Fallout for other games April. This is a group of 10. Love all of the details we've pulled in here. Really nice, clean work with all of the, especially with all of these straps. When you have all these straps across the miniatures, it can get really tough to keep that tidy, and Erebri's done a really nice job keeping that real tidy. All the metallics really tidy. All really nice and clean. Easy to read for these like board game miniatures, but these look so good. Love the theme across them, Erebri. They look really nice, and it's really cool to see the Fallout miniatures get painted. So a cool choice for April, and they look amazing. Excited to hear what you think of Fallout Factions. I don't know if you've gotten to play yet, but they look great, ready to hop into a game. Well done, Erebri. Erebri adds 10 to our total. Thank you so much for joining us. Alright, next up we've got Autofire. Autofire chose these Marvel United Into the Spider-Verse. So we've got some kind of chibi style Spider-Man, which are super fun. So we've got a collection here. Here is our before. And here's our after. These are so cute. I love them so much. I also love how Autofire brought in those really bright, like, comic book colors. You've got these really vibrant reds. The green here, amazing. It almost fit in with those Osarin's crew with our little, our little jack-o'-lantern. But yeah, love the bright colors, love the weathering here on the beams, all of the terrain, all the highlighting through here. Lovely work, Autofire. Love these little guys so much. So there's 5, but Autofire wasn't done. With Scorch Panda tackling Cthulhu, Autofire's like, well, I have that too, but I don't know if I want to work on it. Together, they have both conquered Cthulhu, Death May Die. So here is Autofire's take on the giant Cthulhu miniature model. So we've got really bringing in the vibrant colors again, which is really fun, a different take on it. I like this really bright pink contrasted with this kind of darker green. Bringing the like magenta onto the pillars is also very cool. I like that a lot. And then we also have a close-up here. Here we go. All the creepy eyeballs. But again, you can see that really cool kind of contrast, the pink to the green, bringing in this blue in the shadows, which is always really fun to shade green down with. Going up to the yellow to highlight with the little bits here. But this looks amazing. So glad you were able to also get some work on him. He looks so good. And it was really fun watching you and Panda kind of encourage each other and motivate each other to get them done. So auto fire between Spider-Verse and Cthulhu, we had a very big 6 miniatures. I feel bad Cthulhu just counting as 1, but we add 6 to the total. Well done, auto fire. They look amazing. All right, next up we've got Majin. Look at this little cutie. I believe this miniature is from Midnight Heroes. I may be wrong. We can correct it in the comments if I am wrong. But adorable chibi miniature here. Kind of goes with the chibis from the Marvel United. Here is our before with a bit of Prime and Zenithal. And here is our after. I love her little expression so much. She's a little worried about the skull on the base, I have a feeling. But I love the blue that you've brought in, really pretty colors. And I love how neat and tidy your metallics are. So bringing in the gold, the silver. But yeah, just all this work on the facial expression. Just a little story being told here right on the base. She's adorable. Awesome job, Majin. So Majin has joined us with one very cute miniature. Thank you so much for joining the challenge with us. Love it. Next up, we have Guy Smiles, deciding to also go comic book. We're going Batgirl and Robin. So here is packaging, so you can see the colors. Here is the before of the miniatures. Looks like we've got a prime on there, getting ready to roll. And then here is our after. Yes, I love this. I love the Batman miniatures that Guy Smiles has been working on. I love the bright, vibrant colors, bringing that comic book to life. Bringing in the shading here, pull out some of those details. Here is kind of the front, and then we've also got backs for these capes. Look at all the nice shading through here, with all of the folds of the capes, shading on the legs, and again, kind of bringing in that black lining where needed to kind of pull off the comic book effect. So there is Batgirl and Robin ready to roll. Thank you so much for joining us for the April challenge. Another really fun choice, and it's fun watching your Batman figures come together. It's gonna be really cool once you've got them all for a family photo, but awesome job. Thanks for joining us. All right, next up we've got Riot. Riot decided to go, I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Infinity. Apparently this is one miniature but needs 3 miniatures. So I guess within the game you need the 3 miniatures. So that's what we've gone with. This is the Nomad Fast Attack. Oh, I can't read my writing. Zandunautica for Infinity. So this is our before. We've got the bike. We've got kind of the suit. Unfortunately, it wasn't a video that was submitted to show off the metallics. I wasn't sure how to bring that in here today, so for next time I will try to have that where I can pull it in. But I did grab some screenshots here so we can see what Riot did. So here is, I tried to grab an angle that was really good for the metallics. So you can see kind of that metallic being brought onto the rider as well. We've got the blue here on the bike, really fun color combination. Nice highlighting here on the gun. But there is the bike ready to roll. We've also got the suit up next, so the same metallics, bringing in the highlighting for the gun and some of the, not sure what this would be called for Infinity, but back here as well. So bringing the highlights back there. And then we've also got, looks like we finished up the one on foot. So again, the metallic for the armor, and then just the real clean highlighting that you see for a lot of Infinity miniatures, right? Bringing that onto the weapon itself. So all the Infinity models going in. And with that, Riot adds 3 to our total. So Infinity joining for Other Games April. Thank you so much, Riot, for joining us. I'm sorry I couldn't get the videos to work, but next time I will try to have that available so we can see all of the metallics. Alright, next up we've got Numerian. Numerian deciding to go with Divinity, so another board game for April. I only played a little bit of the game, so I have to confess I don't know all the characters, but I think it was the rest of the kind of hero characters, some bosses, and then the cheese merchant there in the middle. So here is our before. And here's our after of everyone. So we've got all of them together. I also really love that you do the different shading on the bases. I'm assuming that's just to denote bosses and things like that. That helps to kind of set them apart for the game itself. Really cool way to to do that for a quick glance as you're playing. But look at all these fun colors. We've got a couple different shots here. So we've got the protagonist here. So some really fun details, fun colors, bringing from the game over to the miniatures themselves. So awesome work here. We've also got the cheese merchant, which I know we were quoting in the Discord throughout the month. So here he is with his cheese, ready to roll. Like the work on the wood as well, so bringing in some of the weathering there. Very textured, all the highlighting in the cloth, very nice on all those folds. And then I'm assuming these are the bosses. But some really cool design here and bringing in all those different colors. Again, nice work on all of the highlighting for the fabrics, for the metallics, and just bringing all these different colors and all these characters to life. So with those, Numerian adds 7 to our total. Thanks so much for joining for April. Excited to see the rest of the Divinity stuff come together. Very nice job. Next up, we've got AB6 Scott. AB6 Scott also hopping in with some malifaux. So this is and I wrote it down because it's fun to say, this is the Pixie Farts and Unicorn Vomit box. We also have the Mini Corns and the Sparkle Steed. So similar to Osirans, this is one of the alternate sculpts for a crew. This is like one of the Nightmare editions. Some of them are metal, a little bit older, and some of them are plastic. So here is the full crew all together before. And then here they are after, bringing in all those fun colors. So we've got all of the fun colors on the unicorns. Look at these little cuties, so tiny. But bringing in some really fun sparkle corns to some malifaux. And then we've got, I believe this is the leader here in the unicorn suit as well. So with this, Scott is adding 9 to the total between all the little unicorns and our leader. But awesome job. They look terrifying and adorable all at the same time, which for malifaux, it's just perfect. Perfect job. They look amazing. Well done. Thanks for hopping in with some more malifaux. Speaking of malifaux, I told you it's a malifaux heavy month here. Next up, we've got Mousebait. Mousebait decided, and you've seen some of these miniatures before, decided to tackle the rest from a previous challenge. So we've got the rooster riders here. So we've got them circled in red, so we know which ones we're working on here. But here is our before, our roosters, and then the gremlin riders. And then here is our after. How fun are these? If you thought the unicorns were fun, what about giant roosters? So we've got them all lined up here. I love all the work on these feathers. I love especially like the work going into the faces here. These reds and oranges look so good. The basing as well. We've got the bayou with the grass, kind of similar to what we had with the Osirans, some of that longer grass and things pulled into the bases. So here is the family shot. We've got a few close-up shots for them as well. Here is our first one, kind of leaning over there. Again, love the work on all the feathers, bringing out these highlights. Just a super fun miniature. I've got this one here. I think this is my favorite pose-wise, but they all look amazing. But really highlighting all of the fun colors here throughout. What a really fun sculpt. And then this one, I made sure to get the other side there so we could see the face for the gremlin, but all ready to roll there with the last rooster rider. Mousebait also included a cute photo, so I wanted to make sure you knew who was supervising this photo shoot. And there we go. There's the cat. So Kitty Cat also making an appearance for the April challenge and helping Mousebait to finish the Rooster Riders for malifaux. So Mousebait adds 3 to our total. And that is a wrap on Other Games April. Awesome job, everyone. Now for the count. If my counting and my math is correct, that is a total of 91 miniatures completed and out of the backlog through the challenge. With those numbers added in, that means we're also at 450 miniatures completed through the challenges this year. That is insane. Huge thank you to everyone who joined in for the challenge and watched the showcase today. If you'd like to join us for our next one, make sure to follow us over on Twitch, subscribe here for more of our showcases and our tutorials. Thank you so much for everyone checking out the challenge. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.